YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in the Carthage DEI campaign. I do think we're actually finally, after like 1 trillion episodes, going to finally get to invade Hibernia. Well, maybe. Every time I say that, I think it gets put off even longer. We did some pretty good work at the end of the last episode, and it looks like we are going to be able to secure Pella, and we've got Apollonia defended. And let's see about in the east if we've got everything taken care of. I think we do. Let's make sure we don't get any patchy factories back here. We certainly don't need that. Let's see, do I have a grain pit coming in? I do. So, might just put another temple out here. Let's see, got everything sorted out pretty nicely in this province. Got it all taken care of. In Germania, let's see what's going on up here. We are not at war with the Getae. This army is ready to move on Casurgis. What is the season? It's spring, so we should have time. And it looks like in Rugion, I think we're having supply problems still. Very well could be. I don't recall. Let's look in the province scroll, see if it listed there. Magna Germania, we are not food sufficient over here, huh? Let's push it up and see what we can get. Baetica, same thing. Not food sufficient here. Plus 13, so I mean we can probably afford the boost to food here. We could also switch this over to a fishing village and probably survive such a move just fine, so let's do that. That'll shore up the food in those provinces. Let's check out some of these other ones that are not food sufficient yet. I think I was probably converting this and then ended up wasting time. Man, well, I don't know if it'd be quicker to convert it or not. Anyway, we're going to convert that one. That should take care of that. Germania Minor. I mean, do we really need the library at this point? I don't think so, so I'll just convert that one over. Macedonia. It should be taken care of, actually, whenever I finish building that farm structure. Mauritania. We don't control any of these, so I don't think we're ever going to be food sufficient back here. But we can go ahead and build that there, just for the sake of. Same thing here, we don't own all the provinces here, which means we can't build everything that we want to. Probably don't need 2 temples here. Well, I don't know, we might, since we don't own that whole thing. We'll leave it alone. Caledonia at Hibernia. Yeah, I don't know, I had all those libraries built, but I can't really build them up right now because I don't have silk anyway. So I don't know how much of a difference all those libraries will really make. Probably not much, if any. So, yeah, I think we're probably good to end this turn, but we probably have some skills. We do. Let's take care of those. Just looks like the judges will. Just one of my armies that just took Singudon, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Enables construction of medium siege engines, I guess. Yep, drop the Empire maintenance some more. Oh yeah, you can see the income go up every time we do that, and I like it. Alright, now we can end the turn, and we'll be able to continue some invasions and destruction on the next turn. See if anybody attacks me. Gonna be interested to bump into Pergamon and see what kind of units we run into. Looks like Sparta not quite sure what to do. And they probably ought to be confused. They've gotten absolutely blasted by my Carthaginian army so far. Where did these guys come from? Arabian Spear Band, they don't sound that good. Of course, my units here aren't that good either. Whatever, we're just gonna double back and take out these scumbags. Enjoy it while it lasts. because it isn't gonna last long. Alright, that should be a turn ended. There we go. Research complete. Low regional supplies. Desert routes blocked during the summer. That kind of sucks. Because I'm going to take some attrition moving around. Yeah, so this region's out of supplies again already. Which is good because, you know what, I'm going to push forward this army. But they'll probably still take some attrition because they were out of supplies to begin with. Indeed, they do. So I think there may be a supply train unit that I can send with these armies. I have not done so thus far. Rugion, Lipfurdum. Yeah, we need to get down here. Let's take this spy and scout out what's ahead. Nothing too concerning. I've got an army training here. And then the one army that was going to help me... I think I have 3 armies down here now, I do. But this one's kind of done putting a raffle stomping on the locals here, and can honestly probably move along. It's just that we don't have any supplies up in this region, so I'll have to wait to kind of move through there. That army's probably fine where it's at, to be honest. Let's see what else we could do in here. Precinct of Tanit. The Hippodrome might be nice to have, so let's go ahead and do that research. It's going to take a little while to get it done. And let's head back down here to Nabatea and retake our province, though we're going to take attrition across here, I believe, because the desert passes, if this is that province. The Kidri keep moving in, like hoping for some scraps here, and I'm just not letting them get it. Goodbye, Nabatea, dirtbags. Okay, so we've occupied again. Occupado. There's Apache factory because they took it over and screwed everything up. Upgrade the grain pits. I don't want to throw that extra farm up there just yet. Got that fishing village down here is providing fish and food, so that's kind of nice. Get a little bit of extra food out of that province. Let's go up to Hibernia and see how close we are to dropping our troops. Apparently quite close. Which one's Hannibal? I want to drop Hannibal's. That is not Hannibal, because I know he's not riding on a sacred band. I could change his bodyguard, I think.
That is a dangerous course.
There we go.
Forming a blockade.
So I'm going to get all these reinforcing troops plus the navies. So this ought to be pretty fun. And we could night attack them too, which would also be entertaining. It would actually keep their reinforcements from showing up. We got Britain retainers. Let's attack them all at once. Let's do a big old battle. This will be fun. So the invasion of Hibernia, finally. And then we can send these armies to help in Germania. We need to take out the Cimbri. We also probably need to take out the Gaiatuli, and then I could just disband the army that does it. So I think we're getting pretty close to, I mean, we've got a number of turns left because we have a lot of conquering to do, but we're getting low on the list of enemies that remain for us to destroy in this campaign. I am looking for some Carthaginian dominance to be a proper Carthage campaign. Let's see what we can do. I don't like this map very much. I mean, I do, but I don't. Makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it. Alright, so Hannibal's army, I remember, has these late Carthaginian hoplites that are just tanky from all the chevronage they've been getting. Probably don't want to take too many all in one direction. Let's kind of split up. We got the painted warriors, and I'll send them with the Libyan infantry. We're going to need some cav on each side of the map. I'll kind of put the Briton slingers in the center. Let's keep the general over here. cav? Well, let's put a little bit of cav here, and let's put some here. That way we kind of got the different split nicely. And we don't want to fire at will. Let's get everybody off formation attack since we're going to be in the city, and it probably won't come in handy. I'm going to start pushing up everywhere I can.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Have to watch for enemy reinforcements. Some of my reinforcements are coming in via ship over here. And let's see what it is. It's my transport ships. So I'm not going to have reinforcing cavalry in this one. What is this over here? Those are enemies. There might be some enemy units coming in by land as well, so I'll have to... I don't have visibility on the whole map. They could be coming in from over here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's see. I got a bunch of Carthaginian Marines, and we haven't gotten to see these guys in action yet. Might be a cool unit. Let's send them up over there. We got more Carthaginian Marines. We'll send them up. So yeah, we'll put some of the Carthaginian Marines into action here. Let's bring more Carthaginian Marines up. Ooh, I might be getting peppered by slingers up here. Let's move my own slingers up to support. Yeah, I'm not under slinger fire yet, surprisingly. Let's kind of move these guys in groups, actually. I'm gonna push up the Britannic units up here. What do we got up here? Britannic tribesmen, armed townsfolk. I'm gonna kind of pour some fire up there. These units, we need to actually kind of get up here into this gap. Let's keep pushing up. Don't see any other reinforcing units on the map just yet. My ships are sailing into position. Most of the Britannic units are, oh, we were totally engaged there and I didn't know it. Which means I'm probably going to get an attacked in the rear penalty here. I can't believe I haven't. That unit must have been so weak that it couldn't really inflict one. Interesting. I'm going to keep pushing over here. I'm going to just push these guys back. Let's bring up some cav. Bring up the cav. Let's attack these Britannic tribesmen. Attack there. Attack there. Let's bring these guys around. Let's charge. Let's bring up my general. I'm gonna try and push up over here. Let's push back some of these skirmishers. Actually gonna catch some skirmish units here. Let's push through over here. Okay. Let's get into the back of that fight. I've got Carthaginian Marines disembarking. I'm gonna try and get over here and outflank. Gonna get shot in the back though right there. That's gonna be rough. Let's bring these cavalry in and see what kind of kills we can get. We're gonna have a big brawl down here. I'm gonna push forward more Carthaginian hoplites here. We've busted through another layer. Let's bring my general in. Got a nice outflanking going on over here. Let's bring these cavalry around for support. I'm going to put one onto a rear charge here. And then let's see if we can get some of these Briton slingers with the rest of our cav. And we're going to just engage the rest of our hoplites up here. Support with my general. These guys kind of got caught. There were some enemies there. I didn't realize how far down here they wrapped. Let's get out and around here. See if we can get some of those Briton slingers. Let's make sure my general's not taking too much fire. And these Marines can now work their way up onto the town center. Let's take these boats, try and ram it out with the missile raiders. Yeah, we got a nice rear charge there. We're going to get rid of some of those local champions. Down here, though, our cavalry has been intercepted by spearmen, and we should probably get out of that engagement. And let's hit the back of this one with those naked spearmen there. Might be able to cause a chain rout. We've got our painted warriors almost free now. This fight is going to go fine for us because it's a big, long grind out. I'll try and get you some close-ups here in a minute. Time to engage our Marines. I have no idea how good these Marines are. Semper Fi, Marines, Semper Fi. Okay, yeah, we got a nice rear charge here. But our guys just got outflanked over there, so that could be better. Let's see if we can help them. I'm going to charge some of these Briton retainers and see if we can help out that unit that just got outflanked. We'll be alright. Let's give that one a ram. Our Marines appear to be holding out. Got a nice rear charge here with the cavalry into the back of these Briton retainers. The Briton retainers seem to be, you know, I wouldn't say great units, but they seem to be decent enough. We've mopped up this fight. So let's get over here and we're going to push these swords forward. These Libyan infantry are in rough shape. I'm going to try and attack these guys, see if we can bail my guys out a little bit. Okay, how are my Marines doing? Let's check out the Carthaginian Marines up close. Very cool looking units. The Hoplon shield and the little, probably like a Xiphos type sword or something. Very Greek looking. I like it. That's going nicely for us. Yeah, that rear charge finally finished this off. And we've now got more units to help over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So, oh, all you attack these guys, don't run through them. I accidentally misclicked. Let's get our cavalry down onto the town center and start trying to deliver some rear charges. Oh, my general's just sitting here eating fire. We're going to pull him back. Actually, we're going to hit those local slingers that are doing the damage, and then that way my general can come back on station. Go ahead and come through there, cavalry. Let's see, how are the Marines doing? Marines are doing good. They are wrapping up their foes. They've been a handy unit here, and these ones can go ahead and sail around. It's kind of been fun doing the naval action on top of the other. Okay, these hoplites kind of all seem to be out of whack here. Let's, I'm gonna drop so many things here, I don't even know what all it is. Okay, our Marines have broken through, and they're gonna be able to push forward. And we are going to deliver some crushing blows with our cavalry at this point. Let's see if we can start bringing those cavalry around. I don't know if they'll get here in time, but yeah, my cavalry is going to start dealing some rear blows. This is a huge, huge melee fight here. If my cavalry can't finish it in its entirety, my Marines are nearing. Yeah, we probably ought to not get my cavalry too overcommitted here. Yeah, we're taking some damage, so I'm going to be careful with the cavalry, and I'll just let my marines finish this. Yeah, the marines actually came in handy here, so lots of reinforcing infantry. And that way my cavalry doesn't have to get overly aggressive and get killed here. Yeah, my Carthaginian marines now going to come in, and they are going to cause some pretty severe damage here, I believe. Oh yeah. Yeah, they are going to cause the damage. So, we all know the nature of combat in DEI. As the Britons here are surrounded by my Carthaginian marines, they're going to be pushed forward into the waiting spears of my hoplites, who are kind of like the anvil here. So this is an all-infantry style hammer and anvil. And the Britons are going to be crushed and destroyed on their own town center en masse. There's going to be nowhere to run because they have the ocean on one side and cliffs on the other. So this is going to be an absolute mass slaughter of the Hibernians. So yeah, they are going to get absolutely 100% wrecked. I do see one of their units here. Where is it at? Oh, nope, they must have routed. So we're going to end the battle. That was pretty cool. That was a sweet battle. Hannibal's army cut an insane number of kills there. Yeah, look at that, 402. Not bad. 601 on that Carthaginian cav, 375 on the painted warrior. Not bad at all. So yeah, the Abdonians there had quite a force, but it wasn't enough to hold up against obviously the very veteran army of Hannibal, but then combine that with the Marines doing the landing behind the lines there. Alright, so we have finally taken control of Hibernia, and the Wayfarers have increased in rank here as well. Let's go ahead and convert the fishing village. We should be able to convert this to, what's the, it is rising Punic influence here. We don't need that, and we don't need that. So there we should be able to get everything nice and stable in this province. This fleet I'm going to go ahead and leave here, and then this fleet we will go ahead and just sail back. We have enough supplies for 7 more turns, so quite good shape. That is awesome. We finally control Hibernia. How about that, folks? It's a long time coming, a very long time coming, but we got it done. This army can probably handle whatever is at Larissa. Let's take a look. It's actually a decent sized force here between their garrison and what they've got, so I might save that for the next episode. Let's just kind of hold the Greeks in their position. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just kind of hold the Greeks in position. And then we are set to strike in Germania come fall. And we have taken care of the deserts. Let's actually see as far as ending turns. The Wayfarers, great marksmen, formidable marines might be nice because that's an admiral. Melee attack for all assault. Infantry, I think that'll apply to the marines as well, but so will this. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty good. We'll take that for sure. Melkort's Justice here, so that's the army that's on the ships. What do we got here? Flirtatious wife +1 cunning. Don't really know how that gives you cunning, but whatever. Take your word for it. Public order to the local province, probably fine. Let's go rightful sovereign. Start reducing the empire maintenance because, hey, why not send my money sailing through the roof? We're actually running out of money. Not for long. I'm sure we can make it back relatively quick. And let's see. Do that one as well. Fist of Hamilcar. That is quite the name. There we go. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Get a little bit of money back in our coffers here. Britannia is finally tamed. Invaded so long ago by Hannibal, and he survived to tame it. I wish I had time to sail Hannibal all the way back to Tyros. That would be an appropriate destination for him, but that will take the better part of absolutely forever to accomplish. The Spartans here are going to attack me, and it's giving them the advantage, so we'll let them have it. I'll take it back from them. I'm not particularly concerned about it. By them committing and taking that, it'll just allow me to double back and destroy them, rather than letting them just run around wherever they want, so it's not a huge concern to me. And the Hibernians, or Abdonians, going to roll back around for seconds, but Hannibal is going to destroy them and subjugate them once and for all. They didn't really have a choice. They're without a settlement, and there's nowhere left for them to go. The Nabateans just don't know when to go to heck. Out there with their little single trash fleet raiding. Abdonia are destroyed. Low regional supplies. Let's find out where. Yeah, as expected, it's here. But now that the grain pits are done, that ought to help considerably. And Cassircus looks like it's completely undefended. Not completely, but pretty much undefended. To the point where we should have an easy auto-resolve here. So we can take over yet another Germanian settlement. Tear all that stuff down, and then this army should be within striking distance of Lupfurden. Though it says that the Suebi have a strong chance here. I tend to disagree, and I'm going to continue the siege and call it good for this episode. I will see you all back on the next... Well, actually, we need to repay the Spartans just real quick. They think they're pretty cute for retaking Navisos. Goodbye! Alright, so yes, Navisos did not stay long in the hands of the Spartans. Swap that over to the grain pit. There we go. So, yep, the Spartans definitely paying a price for that. And then this army is now fully retrained. And I think that the Athenians camped too far outside of Larissa to help support it. It looks like they did. So Larissa is also going to fall to my armies on this episode. Gonna occupy there. Or no, they were able to support, they just didn't do a very good job of it. Let's see, what is this one? Trader. Don't think I need the trader, to be honest. Let's get rid of that. And now we should be in good shape. So yeah, we got plenty done this episode. This army can now move up to get ready to push against Sparta and Athens, so we should be able to finish off the Peloponnese here, and then I think that's pretty much it. They may control Crete out here. Yeah, we're getting close to completing the thorough beatdown of the Greek states. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.